today. From Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Tennessee Titans versus Matt Ryan and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week,
two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? Here's Carter now on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a man back from an elbow injury that sidelined him for the majority of 2019. At 38 years of age, it's Ben Roethlisberger.
we talk so often about his physical attributes. Of course, the Big Ben nickname, his ability to take hits in the pocket, his ability to extend plays and get outside of the pocket. But how about this for efficiency? Top 10 in career NFL passer rating. And he's one of the top 5 winningest quarterbacks in NFL history. That's pretty darn good.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now this one complete on the slant route. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A gain of 5. First down, Tennessee.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught by Aguilar. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. The give is to Jones. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's good.
The numbers for Jones last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
3rd down.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
On the tackle.
Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung here.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Wesley Woodyard on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up, and he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So they decline it, as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game.
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
Take over first and
So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
a gain of
7 yards there and a first down.
Jacksonville.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Second and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal at the 1. Here's a run with Mixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Another try for Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
84,
Corey Davis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, it's time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Smith. How did he stay on his feet? And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Good for a Tennessee Titan.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. After the penalty, it's Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty costs some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Complete to Jamison Crowder.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jaguars 7, Titans nothing.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Ryan, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Mikel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. And the pressure gets to him again. DJ Reader. Providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Jaguars 10, Titans nothing.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It was Justin Houston who got him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Robinson's got it. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Complete to Jamison Crowder.
CD, you remember John Elway?
Oh, boy. How could I forget John Elway and how many NFL defenses? So glad he's no longer throwing the ball around.
Well, Elway threw for 51,475 yards, and we just saw him go past that number for career passing yards.
That means his career now as memorable as John Elway's, and that's a pretty significant accomplishment.
Man, what an accomplishment it is. Congratulations. And he's still doing it. Still doing it at a high level. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Jaguars.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
From the 38, Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
Ryan.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Fair catch made at the 16-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and open for more here in Week 2. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Intended for Michael Thomas.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
2nd and 10.
Ben to throw again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the stop.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Javon Hargrave able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it was the former MVP, Matt Ryan, with a strong first half. His guys lead it by 10 as we send it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Last week they got the victory against the Colts, and they lead this one as well as they begin things here 1st and 10. Ryan uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35.
A gain of 40.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 45 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one caught by Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. They will find Davis. That's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
It's a gain of 9.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Mixon, the ball carrier.
The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. 2nd effort there, he was determined to find pay dirt, and he did.
I think that's a great example of what coaches talk about, a back that runs behind his pads, and he uses pads to get him into the end zone.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Titans take over 1st and...
We focus our attention now on the quarterback, Ben Roethlisberger. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
3rd and 8.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Jamison Crowder on the return. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
That's Laurent Duvernay-Tardif. Actually, correction, Dr. Laurent Duvernay-Tardif, MD, guilty there. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan completes it to Davis. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Titan football.
1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Matt Ryan and the offense heading back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. And in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A handoff to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st down.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 19. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Jacksonville.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Going for it all. back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Corey Davis there, and it's third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Now Roethlisberger on first down, and Thomas has it. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Only needing 2 yards on second down.
And 2 at the 29-yard line.
A give to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Jones on the carry.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Brings up 2nd.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route.
Ryan's pass.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
A gain of 15.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On first down, Nixon. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Taken down.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Ryan. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Complete to Mike Gesicki. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
To throw is Ryan. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. DJ Reader giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. A handoff running left, Mixon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
There have not been a lot of great moments for this defense throughout this game. Finally, they have one they can hang their hat on. A nice stop there.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip.
23. Titans, nothing.
So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Will Lutz.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Carter now on the return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
Demarcus Robinson.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
The Jaguars 41-yard.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 21.
Another Tennessee Titan. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this one to Hill. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal in any event.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Mixon. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Makes the score Jaguars 33, Titans 7.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1st and 10. At their own 21.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
48-yard line.
Ben to throw again. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. One last shot for Roethlisberger. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.